Hey there, hello there. It's Jeff Cardano. Welcome you to yet another time travel tennis tournament. We're doing the modern men's thing live from Madrid on clay. This is the sixth and final men's tournament that will determine the participants in the Grand Man Tour. Um, so just like the other five male tours, the top 16 men move on to make it 6 times 16 is 96. The ladies have had their 4 times 24 and have had some replacements because a couple ladies have been qualified for both the qualified through two ladies things instead of one, and we had to determine who would be coming up as roses and all that. So in this tournament, like most of the others for the men, if you are seeded, you are actually on a hiatus till at least Wednesday, and then you play your one match to qualify automatically, and then you got to auto play to the butt end because in the final it does determine seedings for the first tournament of the Grand Man Tour, which will happen in 2026. So anyway, we have some matches. We have 9 Spaniards for you, and there are and the funny thing is there is only one Spanish seed. Right? There'll be a lot of yeah. There's only one Spanish seed, and that's Rafa. As I look at all the Spaniards and all that, there's 9 Spaniards. There's only one on the left side of the bracket today. Left side of the bracket that will play today. The other 8 are tomorrow. That's kind of weird, but whatever. So yeah, if you're seeded, you actually get a bye to the next round, to the round 32. Our first match is Marcelo Rios versus Tommy Haas. So Marcelo has not won a tournament. He got in as one of the wild cards. And all of that, right? Yep. He got in as a wild card doing his job. Rios didn't win a tournament. He did take part in a few semifinals. He got to the finals at DC in Washington when he beat Medvedev, Novak, and Haas before losing to Jim Courier on his way to, to make it to automatically make it, but he made it by cup points or whatever. Tommy Haas has won a tournament. He won the Swiss indoors in week 31, so he's had to wait a while. He got to the quarters in England, Wimbledon, beating Korda, Novak, and Krickstein. He had a tough time with Korda and Novak, especially with Yuri Novak, because he was down 2 sets and then did the reverse sweep. Swept Krickstein, but Andy Murray took him out. And then in week 31 in Basel, he beat Kalinnikov, Borkman, Kiefer Navanian, and Goran to do his job. Of course, in the thing is, if you win a weekly tournament, you're prohibited from competing in other tournaments unless it's a Grand Slam. So, touchdown Tommy is going to do his job.
Quiet, please. Rios to serve. First game. Play.
So let's see what ends up happening here.
Out. Love 15. 15 all. 30-15. 40-15. 40-30. Out. Out. Deuce. Advantage, Rios. Game, Rios. First game.
Reels up 1-0. We do 10 minutes for the preliminaries.
Love. 30 love. 40 love. Game, pass. 1 game all, first set.
So 1-1 through 8 minutes.
15 love. Out. 30 love. 40 love. Out. Game, Rios. Rios leads 2 games to 1, first set.
So Reels is up 2-1 in the first 11 minutes. Did that help him win? The answer is no. Haas wins 6-4, 5-7, 7-5. So Reels is eliminated. Reels is one of the last 4 guys asked to compete. So unfortunately, that didn't work out so well for him. And Haas wins. So that means Haas will face Roger Federer in the next round with a trip to the Grandman Tour on the line. All right, next up is Aaron Krickstein and Thomas Johansson. Krickstein has won a tournament. He won the Super Tennis Hong Kong Open, week 35. Did decent in Wimbledon, beating Ritsetsky and Ferrer, but lost a touchdown Tommy Haas. But in Hong Kong, he beat Rafter, Bjorkman, Safin, and Kalipnikov to move on to this thing automatically. Thomas Johansson, one of the last 8 people invited. Pair finals in Auckland and the Masters, the final 2 weeks. Couldn't win a Grand Slam singles match to save his life. So in Auckland, he beat Pioline, Simone, and Rios, but Todd Martin ruined him in 4. And then in the Masters, he beat Malafai, Betasiguti, and Inquist to face Merritt Safin and lost in 4. That was the last chance, like Johansson had to qualify automatically. Like if you win a tournament, you qualify automatically. Otherwise, you have to go through wildcards. See what happens here.
Quiet plays Prichstein to serve. First game. Play. $15 love. Out. 30 love. 40 love. 40-15. Game, Krichstein. First game. Love 15. Out. 15 all. $15. Out. 30-15. 30 all. 40-30. Out. Deuce. Advantage, Johansson. Out. Out. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Johansson. Deuce. Advantage, Krickstein. Deuce. Advantage, Johansson. Out. Deuce. Advantage, Johansson. Out. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Johansson. Out. Deuce. Advantage, Krickstein. Deuce. Advantage, Johansson. Out. Out. Game, Johansson. 1 game all, first set.
So 1 through 16 minutes. So these guys are really playing for keeps. So who got in? That would be Krickstein, 7663. So Johansson is out of there. So Krickstein, big win for him. He will now have to face Nalbandian for a trip to the Grand Man Tour online. Next up, we have the only Spaniard on the left side of the bracket. Now, the brackets have been randomized, except for the seats 1 to 16. That was my own thing, based on performance in the tour. Anyway, Juan Carlos Ferrero will face Nick Kiefer. Ferrero's won a title he won in Nice, week 9, and got to Wimbledon quarterfinals. In week 9, well, I'm glad he beat Chang. Wrong guy. Yeah, he beat Chang, then Norman, Fernando Gonzalez, Courier, and touchdown Tommy Haas. Never breaking a sweat. He didn't lose a set the whole day. And then at Wimbledon, he beat Malafai, Kiefer, and Mantilla. Although Washer took 5 sets, and then he swept through Kiefer and Mantilla. But Agassi, he pushed Agassi. He was up 2-1 on Agassi, but couldn't finish the job. So anyhow, Tracy Ferreira will now face Nick Kiefer, who got in on the basis of a pair of semifinals, Sidsi, and the final week of the year. Yeah, week 25, he beat Verdasco, Courier, and Blake to get to the semis, but lost to Forget somehow. And then the last week, he beat Peterlin and Wawrinka, but lost to Safin for his trip to make it in automatically. That is. Here we go.
Quiet please. Kiefer to serve. First game.
Christopher would like to
Play.
play on Friday in front of his hometown crowd.
Love 15. Out. 15 all. 30-15.
Out! Out!
40-15.
Out! Out!
40-30. Deuce.
Out! Out!
Advantage. Ferrero. Deuce.
Out!
Advantage. Kiefer.
Out!
Game. Kiefer. First game. 15 love. 30 love. 40 love.
Out! Out!
40-15. Game. Ferrero. One game all. First set.
We went through 10 minutes, so let's see what happens. The autoplay says that it is JC Ferrero sending Kiefer out the park. So Ferrero will play on Friday, as it seems, against Merritt Safin. That's going to be a good one. So we know we have two matches with Spaniards in it. Because Nadal's automatically in because he is a seed. And now we got a match between Stan Wawrinka and Nishikori Son. Wawrinka had a pair of finals in London and Brisbane and did not get in. Well, he got in on a pair of finals. Merit and oh wait, what was his? Yeah, not much in. But yeah, week 18, he beat Krajcek over Costa, Brzezinski, and Chang to make the final, but Roddick beat him in 4. Stanny, Stanny. Then in Brisbane, he beat Forget, Martin, Goran, and Nalbandian to face Michael Chang, and he came up short. Nishikori Son won the Bari Trophy in week 10, not much in the Grand Slams. In Italy, he beat Roddick, Simone, Norman, Costa, and Ferdasco. So let's see what he can do.
Quiet plays. Wawrinka to serve. First game. Play.
Yeah, Wawrinka. Well, both Wawrinka and Nishikori actually are in both the 2020 tournament and the modern thing. So that's kind of weird. I think they both qualified though. Yeah, Nishikori and Wawrinka both qualified through the 2020 tour. So someone has to follow. It says G Simone. And I'm like, Joe Simone? He did play in 2020, didn't he? Yes, he did. They said he did. Simone, no. Was he a seat? My notes say Simone played in both weeks, but he didn't qualify for both. Okay, yeah, Simone didn't play. Yeah, the numbers are wrong. Something's wrong. Yeah, the only two non-seeds from the 2020 group, Wawrinka and Nishikori, got drawn against each other. Here we go.
15 love. 15 out. 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 out,
30 love,
out,
40 love,
out, out,
game, Warinka. First game,
out,
15 love, 30 love, 40 love, 40 15,
out,
game, Nishikori. One game all, first set.
Women through 6 minutes. Okay, they're the best at it.
out,
Love 15,
out,
love 30,
out,
15 30, 30 all, 40 30, game, Warinka. Warinka leads 2 games to 1, first set.
We'll make that 2-1 through 11 minutes. And in the end, it was Warinka who sent Nishikori packing. So Nishikori loses 6-2, 6-3. So Warinka moves on to face off against Pete Sampras, which will be a treat. Nishikori did qualify for the tournament through the 2020 thing, so he can't get upset. He made it. All right, next is Kolitnikov and Gaudio. Kolitnikov, no tournaments won. He got through many quarterfinals. He lost. The only time he got out of the quarterfinals was in Hong Kong in week 35. He had 5 quarterfinal losses. Kolitnikov was one of the last 4 people picked. In the quarterfinals, he lost to Tommy Haas in Rotterdam in the quarterfinals. Jim Courier in Atlanta. Peter Korda in Boston. Alex Correa in Indy. Tommy Haas again in Palermo. And then quarterfinals, he beat Peter Korda to face Guy Forget. He won him, and then lost to Krickstein in the final in 4 sets. He will face Gaudio, who won in week 11. Got to the quarters in France, so week 11 he beat Songa, Coria, Haas, Rios, and then Mantilla to do it on clay. Then he played the Italian Open when they realized that, wait, Gaio's not supposed to play. He did lose to Costa, thank God. And then at the French Open, he beat Unquist Albanian, and then he upset Novak in the round of 16. He was down 2 sets to 0, but he pulled off 3 straight sets. Then Davydenko crushed him in divine powder. Yeah, he played in Cincy before they realized, oh shoot, he wasn't supposed to play. Didn't matter. Okay, hang on here. So here we go.
Quiet please, Kafelnikov to serve, first game, play,
out, out,
love 15,
out,
15 all.
Out.
15 30.
Out.
30 all. 30 40. Deuce.
Out.
Advantage, Kafelnikov. Deuce.
Out.
Advantage, Kafelnikov. Game, Kafelnikov. First game.
Out.
15 love. 15 all.
Out.
15 30.
Out.
15 40. 30 40. Deuce.
Out. Out.
Advantage, Gaudio. Game, Gaudio. One game all. First set.
Anyway, let's spectate while I play. And in the end, it was Gaudio who sent Kolitnikov a message. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Kolitnikov being the fourth last person to be chosen as Gaudio won. Gaudio beats him 6-4, 6 bagel. So Gaudio now will have to face Andy Murray in the next round. 3 more matches left. This one will be Verdasco from Spain. Oh, there was another Spaniard. Yeah, Verdasco. He didn't get a seed. He'll face Guy Forchet. I think Verdasco qualified, didn't he? Verdasco's in the 2020s, right? No, Verdasco's not. I think he was and he lost, but Verdasco now has a chance to qualify. All right, so Verdasco didn't win a tournament. He made it to 2 finals at Bari in Sicily. Week 10 on clay, he beat Martin Murray, Haas, and Fernando Gonzalez before Nishikori took him out in 4. And then in Sicily on clay, he beat Rafter, Wawrinka, Kortin, and Haas for losing to Medvedev of all people, he said. Guy Forget, he got in thanks to his finals in Cincy. So, yeah, week 25, he beat Hewitt. He beat Halasic. He beat Kortin and Kiefer, but Yuri Novak beat him to automatically qualify for this tournament. So that's what happens.
Quiet please. Bourget to serve. First game. Play.
One of the last 8 guys picked, but none of them have won. There's still 3 more guys left to play in that little pool, but no. Oops. Stupid me, I pushed the wrong button. I was hoping for Verdasco for a Shea match, but somehow I botched it. I accidentally hit autoplay instead of spectate. Verdasco won the match anyway, so yeah, kind of figured that was going to happen. So that's the third match with the Spaniard and all that. So Verdasco beat Forget 6-3, 6-4. So big win for him. He'll have to face Davydenko in the next round. He's not worried. Jeff's not worried. Medvedev will face Fernando Gonzalez, the third of a three-match thing. If you will, they both have won a tournament. Medvedev won in Sicily. In Palermo, you beat Borgman, Halasic, Chain, Rios, and then Verdasco in the final, who just beat Guy Fauché. He's 1-1 against Fernando Gonzalez. This will be the third guy he's faced three times. He's faced Marcelo Rios three times, 2-1, and 3-0 against Halasic. Fernando Gonzalez. 1-1 against Medvedev. This is the second guy he's had to face three times. The other guy was Jim Courier. He won Madrid. A couple of decent runs in the Grand Slams, but he won in Madrid. Being Rafter, Hewitt, Courier, Medvedev, and then Moya to get his spot into this tournament automatically.
Quiet please. Gonzalez to serve. First game. Play.
Here we go.
Out.
15 love. 30 love. 30-15.
Out.
30 all. 40-30.
Out.
Deuce. Advantage. Gonzalez.
Out.
Deuce. Advantage. Gonzalez. Deuce. Advantage. Gonzalez.
Out.
Game. Gonzalez. First game.
Well, in 8 minutes, Fernando has
Out.
Love 15. 15 all. 30-15. 40-15.
Out.
Game. Medvedev. 1 game all. First set.
11 minutes. Yeah, we're already at the 30-minute mark. I was gonna give more time to Medvedev Gonzalez in lieu of the botch job of not doing the Fernando Gonzalez match. I mean the Verdasco match, but that's okay. And in the end, it was Fernando who wins. So Gonzalez beat Medvedev and knocked him out. I think Medvedev qualified. Oh yeah, he did. Oh no, that's a different Medvedev. There was a Medvedev. No, that's no, that's uh, Dmitry Medvedev. Yeah, that's Dmitry, not Andre. My fault. Well, it doesn't matter. Andre loses. And Gonzalez wins 4-6, 6-4, 6-4. So Fernando wins. He will now take on Roddick in the round of 32. And finally, we have Peter Korda versus Gustavo Cutton. The battle of the special case. Nothing bad because Korda is 0-3 against Curtin. He has faced someone 4 times, and that's Kalitnikov, but he's beaten him 3 times. Lots of semifinals. German Open, London Open, and the US Pro Championships. He got semifinals. Well, that was in Indy. He made the finals in New South Wales in week 37. He beat Goran, Rusetsky, and Kusera to get to the final against Ferrara. I thought he was going to do it. He was going to qualify automatically. He lost in 5 sets. Then he lost to Simone and Unquist. But thankfully, those finals have saved his butt. Corton, 3-0. This is only the second guy he's faced 4 times. And Merit Safin, he's 2-2 against. So he's trying to knock down Korda. But look at all those finals. London, Bristol, and Indy. 1921-34. Got to the semis in France. So he had a good run. In France, he was ranked 18th. He beats Gilles Simon in France and then beat the number 18 Tommy Haas in 4, David Ferrer in 4, and then took down Agassi in 4 before Del Potro took him down in 4. And then he had a decent run. In Bristol, he beat Medvedev, Halasic, and Nalbandian to face Layden Hewitt, but fucked it up. Then, after a terrible Wimbledon match against Gaston Gaudio, which 3 of the 5 sets went to a tiebreak, he beat Benesigudi, Courier, and Korda to face Abercosta in the final. And he was like, yes, I got him. Nope, he lost in 4. And then semi-final in Barcelona. And then the final in London when he beat Rosetsky, Martin, and Korda, but faced the other Brit, Tim Henman, and lost to him in 3. See what happens.
Quiet plays Korda to serve. First game. Play. (15)
Out.
30 love. 30-15. 30-all. 30-40. Deuce. Advantage Curtin.
Out. Out.
Deuce.
Out.
Advantage Korda. Game Korda. First game.
Out.
15 love. 30 love. 30-15. 40-15. Game Curtin. 1 game all. First set. Love 15.
Out.
15 all.
Out. Out.
15-30. 30 all.
Out.
40-30. Game, Corda. Corda leads 2 games to 1, first set.
So quarter up 2-1 because we had to do it in the 1-1 in 9 minutes. Autoplay. Sees Corton win for the 4th time against Peter Corda. Corda's like, I could be a player, but I can't win. Corton wins 3-6, 7-6, 6-4. Corton will face Del Potro. So half of the round of 32 is set in stone. We have Federer versus Haas, Kricksteed versus Nalbandian, Safin versus Ferrero, Vermeca Sampras, Murray Gaudio, Verdasco Davidenko, Radek Gonzalez, and Corton Del Potro. Rafa will be playing in the round of 32 himself. So 3 Spaniards. We actually do have 2 all Spaniards Spanish matchups tomorrow, so we'll see at least 5. I think they're gonna probably put like 6 matches in Spain. They're probably gonna go 5-5-6, by my guess. Go 5 matches Wednesday, 5 Thursday, and then add a few matches for Friday, which was supposed to be 6-6-4, but I think they'll go 5-5-6. I think. I don't know. So yeah, so that's what happens. And Spain's 2 for 2 in guys qualifying. And don't feel bad for Nishikori because he already qualified. There are some guys who have to see if they'll double qualify, which shouldn't really happen, but you never know. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.